Hello everybody, welcome to another video. It's me, TheGeekDaddy. We are back with Fernbus. We're doing D to E today, and let's log in. And we are doing Darmstadt to Essen, having gone from Berich to Dijon. We are now doing a slightly different D. We're going from Darmstadt to Essen. What I've done is off camera, I've driven from Dijon to Darmstadt. I did that last night before recording. So we are now going from Darmstadt to Essen, and then in the next episode after this, we'll go from Essen to Frankfurt, and then after that, Frankfurt to Geneva. It may be in a couple of parts, but that's the plan for the next couple of videos. So without further ado, let's go and get our passengers. We are more or less set up, ready to go. Let's get all this on. We'll make sure all our aircon and everything is set as we need it as well. We'll do that in the cross menu today, rather than the keyboard. We do have the keyboard plugged in. Right, we're ready to go, I think. We just need to put it in gear and take the handbrake off. And also close the doors. That would help. Now that one's closed. Let's close that one back up. I think we're okay. I think we're good to go. There we are. Okay, so let's get underway. Let's pull out of here. We've been using the same coach for most of these journeys. So we are in our Interlink again, which has been serving us well as we travel out and about in Europe on this challenge. I'm going to continue to use this coach for the whole series, I think, because I do enjoy this coach. It's a nice one. With the exception being that I have been challenged with the Frankfurt to Geneva leg. I have been challenged to take the biggest coach we can find on some of the twistiest roads in Europe. So that's the plan. We will find the biggest coach that we have, probably one of the double deckers, the Skyliner or the Neoplan or something. And what we'll do with that is take that on the road down to Geneva, which is quite twisty, and see what chaos ensues. That challenge has been put to us in our Discord by Harry. And if you aren't in the Discord and you want to have a chat with us, then you can join the Discord. I'll put a link in the description of this video, and you can come and join in and challenge us as well. I could have gone then. That was green. It's gone red now. So yeah, by all means, you're more than welcome to join our Discord. Right, we're going to go left here when the lights change again. There's a station or some kind of big, I think it's a station. Looks like that sort of building ahead of us there on the left. I'm not actually sure what it is. Quite a modern looking building. We still can't go. As soon as these lights change, we're going to indicate. Quite quiet on the roads. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning or thereabouts. So the roads are not busy. We have turned the traffic down, remember. We did have some problems with traffic, so we turned it down a little bit. We could turn it back up if we find that the roads are a little bit too empty, but we'll see how we get on. Going round here to the right, and these lights change. I might dial the traffic up a bit while we're waiting here at these lights. We're going to just dial the traffic up. So we go into our game settings and we have a look at our traffic. Traffic density. We'll turn it up back to about 60. There we go. Accept. I liked my roads and things to be a little bit busier than some people, but the other day when we did it, the traffic was so dense we couldn't get out of the depot. So we'll see how that program's in now. We'll go right here. That's a bit tight, isn't it? There we go. I think we're all right. And we apparently, if we go left here, we can go round the block and come out on the right side of the road to pick the passengers up that were just ahead of us. There we go. There we are. We've now gone round the block, so we can be on the right side of the road to pick the passengers up. Not too many passengers for this service. We are only an express and we're going straight there. We're not doing any intermediary stops on this run. It's not the longest run either. I think it's only about... Ooh. Put the handbrake on, that will help. 300 or so kilometres, I think. We'll double check in a minute. Let's get the luggage compartment open and check your ticket. Yeah. This ticket is invalid. We should have checked that properly. I didn't. That's on me. Essen, yes. Yes. Nope. There's a couple of you that are at the wrong stop. Yeah, you're good, love. And you, there we are. And you, sir. Next, you're going to Essen. He must be his dad or something. They look very similar. You look slightly older. Essen. And you, love. And you're going to Essen as well. So only these two that were in the wrong place. Let's close those again. And we'll get back on our interlink. Jump into our driver's seat. Let's get this closed. And get our passenger luggage compartment locked. And then we are not due to leave for a little while, so we'll skip ahead. We'll start ride. And then we'll go across, up and across to there, to skip before a minute to departure, and we'll be on our way. Let's play our announcement.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern.
Indicate to pull out.
Richtig in Fahrt kommen.
It's all nice and clear, so we'll go.
Auch bei uns im Bus gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch
Only about a minute before departure, so we'll pull out.
In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot.
I think we're okay to go across here.
Befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein.
Yeah, so it's 304 kilometers, so it's no time at all for this trip. Really short. We've done a couple of really long routes and trips, so this time around we're going for slightly shorter trips, just to sort of burn through the letters a little bit and get ourselves ever nearer to completion of this series. And then after we've done this series, we'll be just doing random routes really. I know the football DLC is coming as well, so we'll be taking a look at that when it comes out. But yeah, really, whatever takes our fancy. I didn't indicate to go right, but never mind.
Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today.
Speeding slightly. It's often a thing with me. My foot is slightly heavy on the accelerator.
The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus.
Go
Therefore,
right.
please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions
Corner, like
and
so.
details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area.
And
If
then
you
out
would like
onto
to
the
browse the
motorway.
internet free of charge, simply log on to our
I
on-board
never
Wi-Fi
feel like
network.
these roads are wide
If your
enough.
battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are marked accordingly. If you would like to book your next journey while you're on the road, simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of
There we go.
our
We're out
many
onto the
exclusive
motorway
online
now, and the
discounts.
city
For more
is there in
information,
front of us.
simply visit flixbus.com
Very futuristic
or
looking
get in touch
city, I
with
must
us
say,
on Facebook.
with that tower and
Of
everything.
course,
That's Dresden
we're
over
always
there.
striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas, and requests. We are always ready.
It just
to
looks like
assist.
some kind of city of the future
Now,
with
we can
the way
finally
the
say
towers
to you,
are and
thank you for
that
listening.
sort of
We
needle,
hope you have
space
a
needle thing.
relaxing
Oh, I've missed my
journey and
turning.
enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
I was too busy looking at things ahead. Never mind. It doesn't look like it's going to be a big problem. I'll keep going. In fact, it told me to go that way, and then I stayed on this road, and it doesn't seem to have made much difference. Oh well. We've that was a happy accident. Oh, hello. Oh gosh. I don't know what happened there, but we managed to avoid that. Quick reactions from the driver there. That was close. Very nearly had a very nasty accident on the road there. So we've got 288 kilometres. So even though the sat-nav told me to come off this motorway, I missed my turning, stayed on it, and actually it's done us a favour. So there we are. Happy accidents indeed. We'll continue on. We'll come into this lane. The weather is on our side today. I don't know what I set the weather and the date to. I think I'll probably just set it to random actually. So I don't think we set it to today's date, but never mind. It'll be alright. It's quite nice to not be travelling in snow, to be honest with you. Let's wait for this guy to overtake us. We'll pull out. Just to get round this lorry. like I say, it's only a short hop, 262 kilometres. I say short. In terms of the distances we have been doing in the game, it is a fairly short run. We'll stay in this lane for the second, just so that we can ensure that we are going to go the right way this time. We've got Dusseldorf ahead of us, Dresden, Leipzig, and another place that I missed. Erfurt, yeah. So we are coming off the motorway now. Following the signs for Cologne and Dusseldorf. For some reason. I appear to be on the hard shoulder there. Lots of these tight corners. We'll ease ourselves around, being aware of the speed limit, of course. You can sit somewhere around 80, that's okay. Speed has gone up. There we go. So yeah, I quite like this scope. We've still got our indicators on, it seems. Let's be careful of traffic as we merge. Yeah, this is the interlink. This is the 14-metre one. But it's quite a nice coach. It's yeah, there's not a lot of differences between the coaches in game to drive. I've not noticed a lot of differences anyway. I think it's just sort of personal preference to what you like. I do think that this one had slightly less fuel capacity than some of the other ones. There were a few there where the fuel tanks seem to be smaller, but I couldn't say for sure what the differences are between each of the buses. Do they have a higher top speed? Some maybe, I don't know. Anyway, this is the one I've chosen and this is the one we're going with. We are going to need to stop for a police check, so we'll pull over. Not really what I wanted to happen. The police checks don't really seem to do an awful lot. Like, I've never had a police check on this game that I've failed. Let's just say that. I mean, it's good that they're in there. It's good that they're programmed in, I suppose, as a random thing to happen. But it's not like I've actually ever failed them. I'm sure there was a plan for the mechanic at some point. Like, what happens if you fail these? So that's all good. We can continue on our way. We don't need to stop for a break. I don't think we're stopping for a break anyway. No. Straight through this one. We will make our way back to the motorway, having had our police check successfully done. There we go. Do have a little bit of sort of glitching of the trees in the distance there, but it's not a big problem. Oh, hello. I wasn't ready for those roadworks. It's going way too quickly. The second time in as many days that we've come across roadworks on our route. Our route to from Dijon to Darmstadt also had roadworks, but we completed that off camera. I am going way too quickly. Yeah, I knew I was going to get told off. Alright, I'll slow down. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, about the trees and things. Yeah, there are a few sort of niggles and things, but they aren't game-breaking bugs, and for the most part, I don't even notice. Overall, this game holds up very well. It's definitely the best, or one of the best driving games on console in terms of simulation. I know there's like driving games like Forza and stuff like that as well, but if you want a chilled out simulation experience, this is definitely up there with the likes of SnowRunner and Star Trucker. I have seen some other YouTubers recently asking what's the best trucking game on their channels, asking what's the best trucking game, and they've got things like Alaskan Road Truckers and Truck Driver the American Dream, and those games are awful, but somehow they seem to think that those are up there among the best trucking games on console. I would heartily disagree and say that Star Trucker is infinitely better than any of those games, and I would also say that SnowRunner is infinitely better than any of those games. But yes, I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? This person is obviously being paid off by the makers of Alaskan Road Truckers and Truck Driver the American Dream. I don't know. Possibly. Anyway, we'll say no more about that. We'll continue. We've got 167 kilometres to go. Some bends coming up, so we'll manage those. I just like the environments as well in this game. It just looks fantastic. I'm going to go across this bridge or whatever it is here, over a river or something. Or another motorway, I don't know. Difficult to say. Probably some kind of river or valley or something. Anyway. There's enough variety of scenery in this game to hold my interest. Whereas things like On the Road, Alaskan Road Truckers, Truck Driver the American Dream, yes, their environments are very pretty, but they're not varied enough. And with Truck Driver the American Dream, I just feel like somebody's sort of spilled coffee on the saturation slider and it's just gone totally oversaturated. That game was fun and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I just find it way too oversaturated. And Alaskan Road Truckers, well, we know that is a horrible, broken, buggy mess, and the developers and publishers don't care about the community or fixing the game. They just want to push new paid content and not fix the game. And I've said more than a fair share on that, more than enough on that. So for me, the current best trucking game, and it's a tenuous one. Oh, what happened there? That truck just vanished into thin air. The best trucking game for me on console currently is either SnowRunner or Star Trucker. And I know Star Trucker, it's set in space. Could it really be classed as a trucking game? My opinion says it is a trucking game. That the truck is in space is irrelevant. The idea behind it is that you're a trucker and you're taking goods from A to B. Whether your truck is in space or on the ground, it makes no difference. It's still one of the best ones out there. And then of course Snow Runner, well, you could claim that that's technically an off-roading simulator, or an off-roading game, and therefore not a trucking game, but seeing as most of the vehicles are trucks, I would say it is a trucking game, and therefore it is possibly one of the best ones we have on console. But we're all different, we all like different things, so if it's not for you, it's not for you. If it is, it is. Anyway, 115 kilometers now left. We've got a city appearing in the distance there with some towers and spires and things. So that must be our destination, I would assume. Let's get out of the fast lane into this right-hand lane, sorry. And we have... I thought that was a police stop sign there, but it's not. It's just a red truck in the distance. There we are. Right. So we've got some signs coming up, so we need to pay attention to these. Frankfurt, Dusseldorf, and one other place. Bonn. Yeah, Bonn. And then Cologne. I think we are taking a right-hand turn, coming off. So that's Cologne or something in the distance then, or Cologne, as it's known. Cologne is its German name, of course. So we are taking this one here, Dusseldorf and Duisburg. Lots of D's, which is good. We'll tick them off. We haven't actually gone to them, but we'll tick them off as, you know, we've seen them, or we've gone via them, or something. A to Z. And we're joining this dual carriageway or motorway here. Still got my indicator on. I wondered what was going on. And now we've got signs for Essen coming up, so we know that we're close. 82 kilometres. We are coming off this section and going towards Essen. Yes, we are. And we're staying in our lane and going around here. Like so. Being mindful of these minibuses and vans, they have proven to be our nemesis in the series, particularly a certain grey and white minibus. We had problems with in our last episode, and the one before that as well. So it looks like we've got a football stadium or something to our left. Yep, Leverkusen. Hopefully that's one of the stops that we go to as part of our football DLC. Or maybe we can drive for Leverkusen. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's saying it's going to come soon. I don't know how soon is. But we are apparently getting the football DLC, or a rebuild of it, on console. So looking forward to that. It'll add a new element to this game. I'm potentially in the wrong lane here, I don't know. We are staying on this motorway, or dual carriageway. Essen to Dortmund. So we need to get over to the left. That's the lane that we need to be taking. Or maybe we can stay in this lane, I don't know. No, I think we're alright, we can stay as we are. 33 kilometres to go now, so not very long at all. Let's get around this lorry. Like so. And pull back over. So I think we're coming off at the next turning. Heading into Essen. It's quite a tight exit. It's yeah. I do feel like that some of these exits are way too tight. We shall have to deal with it as it is. Let's go left. Oh.
So ein Rowdy.
I don't know what I hear. Going straight on at the lights once they change. Okay. So we're just waiting for the light to change. We have 12 kilometres to go. There we are. Oh, that's why the weather's set as it is, because we set the date to June. I think for the next part we'll set the date back to our in-world date, which is, at time of recording, the 27th of January. Just 5 kilometres to go. Very nearly there now. Like I said, it was only a short hop, this one. And then we'll do our second part. Well, not our second part, but our second trip for today, which will be Frankfurt, or Essen to Frankfurt, sorry. And that will be another video. Try and get around this mini roundabout. This vehicle is like 14 metres long, it's a bit crazy. I'm in the wrong lane. We're going left. Right. Figured that out. Right, let's get round here. That's a weird route into a bus stop. But never mind. We've made it.
Wir sind schon da.
And we are early as well. Not bad going at all. Right. Let's get the doors open. And we'll unlock our luggage. And we can say goodbye to the passengers. And give them their bags. There we go. And we are done on that one. There we go. So, end screen. There we are then. That's our route from Darmstadt to Essen. Thank you very much for journeying along with me on Flixbus, on Fernbus Simulator. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please drop a like and a subscribe. And click that notification bell to know when we go live and when new content drops. And I will see you on the very next one. Take care for now. Bye bye.